Chopin Ballade for a little bit here. Practice that a little bit more. There we go, that sounds right. Hey, Chopin enthusiasts. Yes, Piano Warrior now. I did spin up a Thumb Warrior channel and took your advice and stocked it full of memes. It's nuts. I think I have 3 memes dropping every day for the next, like, 10 days. I think it's the move. And now I'm realizing if you're just quick at making visual memes, it's like a modern day superpower. So we'll see how successful it is. Now I need to get some static picture memes and use them on Boomer Book and Twitter too. I think that's my next step. If I could generate those, start on post, maybe use AI to automate that. Just have random meme posts all the time. Let's go this part. The shop theme from the game, it is kind of, yeah. This is a good Chopin piece. I don't think it's my favorite, but it is good. I decided I probably should actually learn it. Hey, IDK. Hey, Betsy Rich. Oh, thank you. That's right. Hi, GL. Bye. Oh, thank you so much, IDK. I love to learn. I don't think I'd even be able to play the beginning musically correct. Yeah, I would say for you, I would definitely do some waltzes first. Get those down. The nocturnes are great. Learn that first nocturne like you said you were going to do. Yeah, that part is so good. All right, let me try to get that again. Yeah, I love listening to Chopin, but hate playing his pieces. There you go. I'm gonna work on this slowly a couple times. Are you focused on classical, or can you play some music from movies? The reason why I said Stump the Pianist is you should do whatever you want. Throw out a song, Jundone, and I will play it. Should be in the orchestra. I've played with orchestras before. I wouldn't be opposed. gotta get that right. Hello, host. That makes me sound like I'm yeah, I could do golden hour for you. Songs from Up. We could do the songs from Up. Which country am I in? I am in the US of A. Couples. I think you just want the Up theme. We could definitely do the Up theme. We can definitely do that. All right, I want to play this part one more time. Then we'll do golden hour and then a theme from Up. There we go. Yes, there we go. Ooh, I like that. You mean golden hour, right? I know, I'm just joking with you. Hey, P-Rod. Rammstein? We can do Rammstein. How do you play relaxed and fast passages? That's a great question. So, okay, here's the deal. And then I'll play some Up and then I'll do some Rammstein. Here's the deal about playing fast. The trick with playing fast is staying relaxed. How do you play, how do you stay relaxed? Because, you know, it's almost like someone saying, hey, chill out. You seem a little tense. Chill out. Doesn't that drive people crazy? Yes, it drives me crazy too. So what you have to do is you have to practice very slowly first. And the goal is when you're playing slowly to make sure that every single joint is loosey-goosey. You can exercise any joint. If you feel locked in anywhere, like you can't turn your wrist, you can't bend your wrist, you can't bend your elbow, you can't bend your shoulder, then you're too tense. And so you have to relax and then go from there. And then it's all about efficiency. If you can do it efficient with those joints the way they are, then you can do it faster. But that's not the whole thing, because then what you're going to find is you're going to start going faster and you're going to be thinking about every individual note. Da, 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 da. Then you're going to try to go faster. Yeah, da, 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 da. And at some point you're going to run into a speed limit even with that. Tip number 2. It's all gestural at a certain speed. So what you start to think of is instead of dot, 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 you're thinking in groups of 2. Ya, da, da, ba, 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 ba. And then you start thinking in groups of 3. Ya, da, 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 da. Then you start thinking in 16th notes. Ya, da, 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 da. That's where you really start getting fast. And here's the deal. It takes a long time. If you want to become super good at playing fast, put your metronome at like 90 BPM. Do, 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 ba, dee, da, da, ba. Go like this. Hey, Epic, have you ever heard this piano music, The Truth That You Leave? I don't think I have, but that's fine. We'll play it. So then we're gonna do 8s, and then we're gonna do triplets. And then we'll do 16ths. If you can do that all to 90 BPM, you will be able to crush. And you will get faster. It'll just take a while. Yes, it will transfer, but it'll take years to transfer. I'm not trying to bum you out, but it's true. I'm at a weird moment of my piano learning right now because I didn't start very young. I feel the urge to play pieces that people who started young would play at my age, but I'm really intermediate right now. Yeah, it's a tough space to be, but here's the cool thing. Take advantage of the fact that you have perspective. Younger people, when they start learning, do not have any perspective, and so they end up making a lot of mistakes. And so you can understand things a little bit better than someone a bit younger does. This is Rammstein. could totally do a mix-up of that and Golden Hour really easy. How long have you played piano? A very extremely long time. The Truth That You Leave. What, 27 years? Done piano pretty much longer than anything else I've done in my life. I guess except breathe. I've never heard this before in my life. Up to 26. We're getting there. Let's see what's going on here. I'm in a weird moment. Oh, thank you, John Doon. I'm in a weird moment of my piano playing right now because it didn't start. Oh, you are. I read that. I'm sorry. Often sit down, do my hand and scales and arpeggios, learn a piece for a while, and then while I'm at the lesson, it feels like I only learned what the notes are and not how to play them. That's pretty normal, to be honest, for a really long time. Getting musical competency, for lack of a better word, with pieces is a really long process. I'm probably going to potentially suck at this, but we're just gonna see what we can do. Ray Arharu. Well, here's the thing. If we can't find sheet music, we can just learn it by ear real quick. Ooh, it looks like there's sheet music anyway. Yeah, if there's sheet music, it's a piece of cake. If there's not sheet music, we can still try just by ear. But sheet music makes it super easy to play. Okay, there we go. sake? Sure. Sure. Let's do a little bit of this reverie that I promised. Here. Whoops, that's not it. Wow, this is hard to read. That's okay. It's really pretty though. That's very nice. Cowbell Warrior. Oh, fulfilling your request? Of course, Jundun. Cowbell Warrior. Worrier or warrior? Did you just spell it wrong? All right. Sweet, glad you like it. Feels like in the 90s. Interesting comment. Yeah, reading Kapustin is annoying. I do need to listen to it. If I listen to it, I'd probably have a much easier time reading it. He's kind of one of those composers. Hey, Paul. Might be a stupid question, but how do you even write a happy melody? I feel like I studied every sad interval, but I tried to write something happy and literally didn't know what to do. Okay. Here is the elusive conundrum of writing something that is actually happy. So when you write something that is sad, so think about it from an actor's sense. So if you were told to play a sad role, it would actually be the world's easiest thing to do. And if you look at what roles win Oscars typically, they are troubled people. They're sad people. Why do you think that is? It's because to convey sadness is actually a much more straightforward, understandable. I'm not saying it's super easy, but it's an understandable thing to do in a dramatic sense. On the other hand, to portray happiness is much more complicated, and people are much more uneasy with it. So it's the same when you're writing happy music. So there's a couple things you could do. You could be stylistic with your happiness, like we just heard with this Bing Sake. So you use a lot of pentatonic scales. Buckley's awake? Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. All right. You need some help? Okay. Give me 2 seconds, and then I will. I'll come help you out. I just want to finish saying this point. So basically, you could do it stylistically, but if you're really trying to do something happy, I think you have to be okay with the simpleness of happy, if to put it in a very straightforward term. So what do I mean by that? I mean that you need to be okay with sticking with a very simple idea for the melody and holding on to that. Because that simplicity in many ways is that nugget of happiness, that almost naivete, that ignorance that you're okay with. So for example, something like that, that's very straightforward, very simple. It's going to convey a lot more happiness than trying to be clever. Like, you know, now you can get sappy with clever for sure. All right, I got to be right back. I got to help out a little child. So we're going to go on a little adventure. So any other questions? And potentially any other requests? How's everybody's Saturday going? It sound like a kid series then? It doesn't have to. That's the way that you treat it in terms of the other things. So you can make it more sophisticated with other elements. Are you going to keep wearing this or something else? Okay. Are you physically capable of playing Rushy? Nope. There's no such thing. I'm actually convinced no one's physically capable of playing Rushy. It's impossible. It's just completely impossible. No one's ever done it before. No one's going to do it right now, right this second. It's just, you know, it's not the type of thing that you just lightly do. I teach all my kids piano. We can do overtaken. Hold on, I gotta move my phone. That's why I'm struggling here. It was a little close, it's throwing me off. Chopin enthusiast. Actually, Ode to Joy is a great example of a fantastic, happy song. Overtaken one piece? Sure. Why not? Boom, boom. I am definitely AI. This is just a prompt. You're living in a prompt. You know, you can't read music if you're not looking at the music. You're asking which app I have? I don't have an app. I'm just looking at stuff on the internet. Oh, okay. That actually gives it a little more character. We can do For Elise, that's fine. Fairies Air in Death Waltz. I feel like this is a black MIDI piece. It is a black MIDI piece. I can play you something like that. It's just kind of gonna be boring. There you go. Do you like that? I can play it more. Is that beautiful? Aren't you enjoying that so much? Let me play a couple more things and then we can get into Kapustin Kirby sounding happiness. I always forget after that part. But I'm looking at La Campanella, Riot of the Valkyries. There you go. So, okay, if you're doing that type of thing, you would actually lean into more major seventh chords. Sit in the upper extensions. Nifa's theme, Breath of the Wild, sure. Nifa's theme. Yeah. You want entertainer? We could do entertainer. Yes, that's what I mean. Exactly what I mean, Chopin enthusiast. I am gonna play the entertainer and then I'm gonna be done because I do need to get rolling. But I should be able to stream tomorrow and actually stream piano again. I may do my game at some point again. It's gonna take a little bit for my channels for my game to get going. Well, you don't have to. Ooh, you were in opera today? That's fun. You don't have to. So, okay. Let me try to explain something with the way I give advice. And actually, I think I might make a video about this. We don't do a very good job of absorbing content correctly on the internet. And that is, if I'm trying, okay, I don't know how much you've been on a boat, but moving opinions on the internet is like steering a boat, and not a small boat, a big boat. So if you're driving your car and you turn the wheel, even the tiniest bit, boom, you're already going in another direction. It's very sudden. And so you have to be very gentle with course corrections. Instead, you see something 100 feet away on a boat, you turn the tiller, and the boat just starts going like this. It's super, super slowly. So you generally have to do big course corrections to really get you moving in the right direction to get where you need to go. What does that mean for the conversation we're having right now? I was telling Chopin enthusiast if he wants to sound like Kirby and Kapustin, he needs to use upper extensions. Now, does that mean that his entire melody should be? No, what I mean is, if you play a couple upper extensions in your melody, it's gonna immediately have that sparkly vibe that a lot of video game music has, a lot of Kapustin has. That's just where that comes from. But what we tend to do on the internet is we hyper intensify everything, and everything becomes a this or that, a you or me statement. Why? Because it works. It gets people talking, it gets people paying attention. But it comes at a cost, and that is people will just decide that you literally mean what you're saying, which because, again, people will literally be like, play only this. This is the only thing you need to succeed. And what they really mean is, this is different than what you've thought before, so I'm going to be very intense with you so that you get the point I'm trying to make. So, anyway, thanks so much. If you liked it, like and subscribe. Wouldn't that just be a normal in-key melody then? It's not the big difference between old school classical. So if it's going to be classical, the melody is going to be functional, meaning the notes are going to behave the way you expect them to behave. So the 7th scale degree is going to resolve up to the 1. But when you are doing a more light, beautiful melody, then you're going to do things that don't necessarily behave that way. So thanks everybody for coming in and for listening and watching. I am going to release a whole bunch more content these days. I have a whole plan going. So very much enjoy, all of you. Take it easy. Thank you so much. All the subscriptions do really, really help. Appreciate it. Until next time.